It's not a tumor.
Say what again?
Go to the coast, we get together, have a few laughs.
G'day guys, welcome to the Rodgering. I'm here again with Paulie, the amazing videographer.
What's up, Andy? The amazing musician.
Man. Not an amazing musician. I just practiced a lot. That's all I did. That's all I did. But yeah, so we're going to talk about creative minds. Let me start with you, Paulie. Like, you're a videographer. Like, you do lots of things from photography to video editing to literally directing and all sorts of things, and being able to just create and edit and mix a whole range of different things and make one beautifully put together collage of art. What inspires you to do that? Like, where do you get that from? Like, how do you come up with that?
So that's a really great question. Yeah, especially when you're doing it on such a regular basis. Inspiration for some people can be a struggle. For myself, I really have to say that I do watch a lot of old cinema. Old cinema is amazing in portraying stories because they don't have a lot of the techniques and technology we have today. So they had very basic ways at doing it. You can learn a lot from that. So for me, it's often watching older films and classic films to get inspiration for something new, whether it be a song to match a scene or something like that. So, I mean, probably the one that comes to mind would be a slow motion shot that I love to use. And there's some music that accompanies it from Any Given Sunday. And that's an old film. And so I just borrowed some of the music from that for the slow moving gridiron throw, and I've applied that to basketball and other sorts of sports. What about yourself? What about music? What do you use for inspiration?
Well, just quickly, that movie I have seen like probably 50 times. It's so funny you mentioned that. Anyway, my inspiration, I don't know, it depends. As I'm a musician, so but I also do lots of different arts. I draw and I paint and I write and I do different things. But when it comes to music, I'll just focus on music because it's mainly what I am, a musician. What inspires me really is very similar to what you said. What inspires me is the old stuff. I really, really, really dig it when someone plays something with no effects. You know what I mean? Like there's no delay, there's no distortion, there's nothing. In fact, it's just like flamenco guitar to me. I mean, I'm still trying to learn how to play flamenco guitar, and I've been playing for 20, 25 years. And it's just so hard. And the truth is I haven't really practiced it, it's just so hard. And they're insane. It's amazing. And so to be able to play like that, that's amazing, And then to be able to play like that with distortion, which some people do, which, obviously Dimebag Darrell and some other greats out there now, like, the ones that are alive, not dead. They're amazing. So I get a lot of inspiration from the two of them, and I like to mix, but I have to say my main inspiration would be probably three guitarists. Okay, and that would be B.B. King, because B.B. King was the first man I listened to and made me go, oh my goodness, I want to be able to do that. And then after that, it was basically, obviously, Jimi Hendrix. I mean, like, how can you not love Jimmy? And then the third was Stevie Ray Vaughan. They were the three for me. And so naturally, my playing is very blues orientated. And it's, I love heavy metal as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I love every style of music. But no, I think I think the best thing to do is just be open. Don't say no to anything, and don't hide behind tricks and things. Like, don't be afraid, and don't blame a guitar if it's got shitty action and it's the frets, the strings are far away from the fret. Just get stronger, play harder. You know what I mean? Like, don't a good workman never blames his tools.
That's that can apply in photography and videography as well, where you won't always have the same equipment that other photographers will have. They'll have equipment worth tens of thousands of dollars that you can only dream of buying, but you can still you can still compete with your average, iPhone or iTablet. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Man, I didn't get my first real American Fender Strat until about 3 or 4 years after I graduated university. I went through uni with a $200 guitar that everyone thought was this amazing instrument. Like, oh, what sort of guitar have you got? I'm like, it's a Samick, mate. I don't know if you know what a Samick guitar is, but back in the 90s, Samick is like the no-frill guitar brand. It's like, you want a guitar, don't have to pay anything and never have it really just basically be crap. And then you get that, you know. And that's what I had. And and I just worked with it, and then now I got my Fender now, which is a beauty. But yeah, you don't blame your tools. So if you think you can't play and you're blaming the guitar, then all you're doing is just, being what everyone says, you're being your own obstacle. You're standing in front of your own, dream. You make an excuse for you not to step forward.
Absolutely.
And that's what I think a creative mind is about. It's always about moving forward and thinking of new things.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, back in the day, really funny. A lot of people won't remember this, but we used to have these trains in Sydney, especially called Red Rattlers. And the reason why we called them Red Rattlers is because they've been around since I think it was like the 1900s, early 1900s, 1910s. The doors didn't even shut properly, like they rattled. That's why we called them Red Rattlers, and they rattled from side to side. The seats were ridiculous. It was the most unsafe train that you could possibly think of. Like, it is ridiculous. There were no yellow lines. There was no stand behind here. There was none of that. There was no school zones. There was none of that growing up. So yeah. I'm running out of time, so we're going to have to cut this short. Thank you very much for again joining us, Paulie. I'd love to talk more, but unfortunately we are running short on time. Like I said, podcast. But we'll continue on. If you want to give any questions, let us know. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Eric Paul. Well, Eric Paul Creative Digital. Just look at the thing. You know what to do. Look at it, click, or whatever it is that you need to do.
Yeah,
follow.
Give Andy a like and a follow too, guys.
Yeah, if you want, and watch videos, go for it, enjoy yourself. Just have a good time, look after each other, and thanks for watching.